And a lot of people cannot unlock the next level wealth because of some reasons, I'm going to share a couple with you guys, and you just ask yourself, you're not doing the blame game. You're blaming the economy right now. You're blaming Trump. You're blaming the weather. You're blaming something. You're like, oh, if this was 2020, if. There's always an update, guys, okay? So you first got to tell yourself the truth. There's no blame game. Nobody's coming to save you. You always got to try to get to the next level. Or maybe you're trying to 2X. And that's the biggest problem that I see a lot of people do. People think to unlock the next level wealth, you got to work harder. You got to employ more people. You got to get more inventory. You got to open up a new branch. You got to do more. And if you're an expert at anything, if you're an entrepreneur and you're making money right now, ask yourself this question. Are you really buying your freedom? How long can you walk away from your business and still make money? Jamel, you said not me. I can't remember what I asked. Listen, I'm just freestyling, man. What did I ask that you said not you? Not you, that you're killing it on the game, or not you, that what? Good evening, Jamel. How you doing, sir? Yeah, not you. When you say not you, I want to vibe with you guys, man. Somebody vibe with me so I can drop some gem. So you might be trying to 2X. 2X is, I'll tell you guys, man, it's hard, man. It's hard because you got to grind harder. Everybody says grind harder. But I can tell you, good evening, business. What's up with business, Jamel? Talk to me. What's up with business? Ask me a question. I promise you I'll dive in right now. No holds barred. I'm dropping gems. Everything that I know, I'm sharing with you guys, okay? Because it's time to unlock. It's November already. You probably promised yourself, hey, I'm going to start off this year, 2025. I'm going to do this and that. And now it's just December. Hey, you're welcome, man. Grind easy. Exactly. So, yeah, I'm with you, Jamel. That's what I'm here to preach. You got to grind easy. Because at the end of the day, you want to focus on 20% of things that are working and let go of the 80%. But it's hard to do that if you don't know how to take stock. It's November, 2026 is around the corner. You got to go harder is what everybody's saying. You got to grind harder is what everybody's saying. But at the end of the day, family is expanding. You're not spending time with family. You're not spending time with loved ones. So why are you making all this money? If you still got to fight the wifey because you're getting too busy, why are you making all this money? So think about it. So we want to get to a place where we work less and earn more. And it's possible. It's really, really possible. You just got to understand that it's easier to take the elevator to the rooftop than to take the stairs to the second floor. I repeat, stop saying what you're going to do and just do it. Yeah, but do is definitely what you want, Jabel. I'm with you on that. But I want you to think about this. There are 4 ways you can change your life. There are 4 ways you can change your life. There are 4 ways that you can affect your perspective. All right? You can either use your mind, which is one of the most powerful tools you have for free. That's why a lot of people don't use it, because it's free. Or you can use one of the most dangerous things that can affect you, which is your eyes. Or you can use your mouth, and by the command, you can have a message that moves masses. Or you can use your hands, which is your skill. So these are 4 ways that you can change your life, but it all starts with the mind, the most powerful. You first got to understand that it's possible. It's really, really possible, because there's somebody out there who's not grinding as much as you are, but making way more than you are. So what are they doing that is different? So you got to pull back a little bit and understand whatever you're capable of doing right now, you're already doing. So if you want to get to a whole new level, it starts with the mind. It starts with your dream. You got to know that it's easier to take the elevator to the rooftop than you trying to take the stairs to the second floor. 10X is way easier than 2X. Doing it is great, and finding the balance is more important. Hell yeah. It's all about fitness. It's about family. It's all about faith. It's all about you making sure that you're having fun. All right. You got to understand that these F's are the things that you need to balance in your life. All right. It's faith. it's fitness, it's family, it's fun, and it's your finances. Okay, the finances and your faith is at the center of everything. All right, if you don't balance those, you're still going to suffer. So we're going to get into a logical game right now. I think, like I told you, we all started, it starts with the mind and it ends in the mind. Yes. So it starts with the mind. You first got to understand you got a 10x. You got a 10x. You got a 10x. So the first thing I say to you is your dream is not big enough. Your dream is not big enough. Because once you raise the floor, let's say you want to make times 2 or whatever you make right now. Once you raise the floor, you realize that 80% of what you're doing right now wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So you got to learn how to leverage. You got to learn how to leverage. I fixed my party, so I need to talk to you in private. I need to get along. Hey, Coley. Who's Fatima Coley? Fatima, I know the Coley, but I don't know you as Fatima. Hopefully, you're the same person I think you are. If you're Kona, let me know. But I know a Kona Coley. But just send me a DM so I know who Fatima Coley is. And if I'm mistaking you for somebody else, I'm truly sorry. So let me get back on the topic. I just want to make sure that I'm in the chat because I really want to get your questions and help you guys out. So the mind is where everything starts. You got to see yourself as somebody who can make 10 times more. And I'm not kidding with that number, 10 times more. If you make 100 grand right now, you got to shoot for $1 million. You got to shoot for 5 million. That's where you got to start from. Then you realize that the circle that you keep, the things that you're doing, the activity that you're grinding on right now would not get you there. You know? Yeah, you just text me on my text message. I told you like a year ago, 2 years, but I finally fixed my credit. So yeah, I'll text you on the number. Okay, awesome. Text me on the number, Fatima. Awesome. So basically, you got to shoot for the stars. You got to shoot higher. When you shoot higher and you realize when you're taking stock that whatever you're doing right now might not work. Once you raise that floor, you realize that, okay, 80% of what I'm doing right now just wouldn't cut it. If it's not going to cut it, let me double down to 20%. But even with the 20%, you still need information. That's why I want you to remain on this live for a couple of minutes so I can unravel them one by one. So when you make up your mind, first, you need to know what you don't want. You might not know where you're going, but you know exactly what you don't want. So it starts with you telling yourself, I don't want to do this. I don't want this. I don't want to be too busy. I want to play golf at this time. Is something you might not say to yourself, but you definitely know your back is breaking. You definitely know you don't want to keep fighting. You definitely know you don't want to leave the office at 12 midnight. You definitely know you don't want to be the first to quench all fires at the office. So you tell yourself, due to bad connection, hopefully I'm back. If you guys can hear me, my connection went down a little bit. But yeah, so the mind, number one. You want to get the mind out of the way, so you want to start dreaming bigger. 10x. Okay, let's say you 10x. How are you going to get there? It's definitely not work, okay? All right, cool. Thank you. I hope you sent to the right number. It's 620-630-2255. 620-630-2255. Text me on that number, okay? I or my people are going to get to it. So once you got the number, the next thing is you want to start addressing every insecurity problem you have. What do you mean by insecurity problems? Okay? You're too small for the heavens to stand up and solve your problems. So a lot of people want to grind because of themselves. But you know what the problem is? It makes your dream too small, and you can't dream bigger than what you can imagine. So a lot of people want to grind more because they want to pay bills. They want to grind more because they want to travel. They want to grind more because they want to do stuff. But the only way you can unlock the next level wealth is to be about people. Yes, that's the number, 620-630-2255. Awesome. All right? So you definitely want to be on the next level by thinking about people. All right? If you want the universe, if you want the earth, if you want all the forces, if you want whatever you believe in to align and start working for you, it's got to be about people. That's the number one reason why the Creator made you a creator, because our God wants you to create solution, because He will never walk up. All right? Pull up to my new crib before you leave town. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I promise you I will, Bernie. And I'm telling you this weekend, so I'll put a date to it. Okay? I got to mean my word. I haven't given my word before now, but I'm giving my word. I'm seeing you this weekend unfailingly. All right. So now, what I'm saying is you got to think about people. It's always going to be about people. The only way you can flip the game is not to give in more time. It's not to give in more grind. It's to bring in more value. Because a lot of people don't understand value is what's going to flip the game for you. That's how you cheat time. So if you're grinding right now for $50 profit margin, how about you grind for $1,000 profit margin? And the only reason why you're not doing it right now is because you don't know anybody that has $1,000 to spare. The only reason why you're not selling a $10,000 profit thing is because you don't know nobody that wants to buy $10,000 stuff. All right? So you should forget about knowing the person first, but dream about your ideal clients and ask yourself, what can I offer people? People, because you got to bring value to the marketplace. It's got to be less about you and more about them. Less about you, more about them. If you're already in business, you understand you got into business because you want to solve problems. But don't get into business because you want to solve your problem. All right, your problem will solve automatically if you can solve people's problems. Listen, 1,000,000 times 1 is 1,000,000. 100,000 times 10 is 1,000,000. Okay? 10,000 times 100 is 1,000,000. And 1,000 times 1,000 is 1,000,000. These are 4 ways to get to the $1,000,000 game. But the question is, do you want to make $1,000 profits and try to sell to 1,000 people in a year or two so you can hit your $1,000,000 mark in terms of revenue? Or do you want to sell $10 worth of item profit margin to 100,000 people? You got to think of it. Or do you want to sell, $10,000 to 100 people? So the question is, or you want to make $1 profit and try to find 1,000,000 people? Which do you think is harder? It's easier if you make a higher profit margin and you can connect less people. So you just got to figure out how to get to the next level. Who do I got to speak with? So it starts from you dreaming it. It starts from you positioning yourself, understanding that I got to grind less. Because let me tell you something, the higher you go, the easier for those people to spend money. The lower you are, they don't want to risk their money for nothing because they got all the time in the world. So when you reposition yourself, you change the way you carry yourself. You change the way you speak. You change the way you mingle with people. And in the world that we live in today, you can't be salesy. All right? People can detect you're trying to do this for yourself. Nobody wants to spend money with somebody that do not care about them and only care about yourself. People can sniff you from a distance. All right? People have been burned. So everybody is saying, I'm just looking for somebody more sincere. But if you think people are not spending money, think about it. People are buying cars every day. People are still buying planes, jets, bro. People are still buying expensive cars. People are buying expensive houses. Okay? So the question is, what are you bringing to the marketplace? I'm going to show you an easy way today on how to 10x and how to unlock your next level wealth. And I'm going to give you examples so you can kind of understand how to do it. But first, I want to share with you, it all starts from the mind, step 1. And step 2 is got to be about people. All right? Once you have people in mind and less of you, then you can be obsessed about their problems. You can be out there in the marketplace trying to solve problems. And people will pay you just because you solve their problems. Okay? Nobody wants to go to the hoop. Nobody wants to be stuck. If you can create a process that makes life a lot easier for others, okay, you will make money. But this brings us back to value, because we can use the word valuable. Let's define value. I'm going to give you an easy definition for value so you can kind of understand how the mind sees and perceives value. Once you understand this, you cannot forget about it ever again. Okay? Value is something that somebody else but you, all right? Somebody else but you say is important to them. That's a simple definition. It's important to somebody else other than you. All right? The biggest problem we have with value is sometimes we speak from our hearts and we think this is what people need. No. Only somebody who's going through whatever problem will tell you what they need. So it's hard for you to unlock value for anybody because what you think is valuable for them might not be valuable to them. So you have to slow down. You got to step back and have enough empathy in you to ask a lot of questions so you can detect and know what's valuable to others. But I can give you a formula that you can kind of use to help you understand what value is. I'll tell you what it is. There are only 5 value anchors that I'm aware of. There might be a 6th one. If anybody can think about it, please, I'll be more than glad to know. But this is the way the mind sees value. All right, the mind, latches value against these anchors and says, if anything is valuable or not. 1, are you saving me time? 1, are you saving me time? 2, are you saving me money? 3, are you saving me resources? Resources like energy, employees, whatever, efforts. Are you saving me energy? 1, save me time. Save me money. Save me energy. Make me money. Make me money. Or the last is increase my life's experience. So I'm asking you right now, your sister, your wife, your mom, your employees, how do you perceive these people? How do you call them valuable assets? Are they making you money? Are they saving you money? Are they saving you time? Are they saving you energy? Or are they increasing your life's experience? This is how the mind perceives value. So if you understand this, you just can't go on with not understanding how things work. So when I say come into the market, solving a problem, all I'm talking about is solve one of these problems. Save somebody time, save somebody energy, resources, save somebody time, make somebody money, or most importantly, increase their experience. Okay, so if you ask yourself, what's the difference between, let's say, flying privates and also flying business class? Okay, what is it? Are you saving me time? Because flying private will definitely not save you money. But guess what? You can freeze time because now they got to wait for you. I'm selling you convenience. I'm increasing your life experience. And most importantly, I can wait for you. Okay, you don't have to be in a hurry to get to the airport and having the plane leave you. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you put value and you can pay 10 times more. So it's always about the value that you're bringing in the marketplace. So if you're doing anything right now, you're paid based on 2 things: the intrinsic value of whatever you're given or the perceived value. I like to be in the perceived value marketplace because at the end of the day, once you understand what people want and you understand the pain that they're going through, it's easy for me to, grade whatever amount I want to charge you based on the results that I get you. How fast can I get you there? How much can I ease your pain? How much am I going to save you? So once you understand this, you can learn how to position your offer. The key word is positioning, because nothing is real, nothing is true. It's just perceived value at the end of the day. How much pain you can ease somebody else. So that's what it is. So if somebody comes to you and say they want to buy designer glasses, okay, why did they spend, $2,000 more or $1,600 more on a pair of glasses over glasses that you can see better? Because with your medicated glasses, you can see better. But with the other glasses, the designer glasses, they see you better. Think about that. They see you better. It saves you time to explain what you do. It saves you time to explain your status, all right, by the outlook. And that's why people, so if you have insecurity problems and you want to show up right because you want people, when you walk into a room, to look at you as rich. It doesn't mean you got to be rich, but they can perceive you as being rich. I'm going to charge you $2,000 more to sell you a pair of glasses. I'm going to charge you $800 more to sell you a pair of belts and shoes. Okay? So it's all about perceived value. So you need to understand value, how to bring value to the marketplace. But value would only work if you're trying to create wealth. I see a lot of people doing valuable stuff, but they're not creating wealth. And people ask me, Ike, what is wealth? I say wealth is simple. Wealth is nothing but creating value for somebody else other than yourself. Wealth creation is nothing, I repeat, but helping somebody else, okay, other than yourself. That's really what wealth creation is. You're bringing value to somebody else other than yourself. So what does that mean? When you buy a house, is it valuable? Yes. But is it creating you wealth? Maybe not. It's valuable to you because you want to live the convenient life, but it's not necessarily creating wealth for you. And this conversation is, how do I unlock my next level? So it's time to take stock. We're getting to the end of the year. Time to take stock. How do you unlock your next level? Take stock and ask yourself right now, how much are you sitting on right now? Because if you flip whatever you have right now to create wealth for somebody else other than yourself, to create value for somebody else other than yourself, if the value is higher than the money in their pocket, they would always exchange the money in their pocket with you. Always. So when you have an apartment or you have a house that you bought, my question to you is, are you just sleeping in it? Maybe you're just the one and you live in a 4-bedroom, 6-bedroom or whatever, because you're living a life in the right neighborhood. But if you give it out to somebody else other than yourself, how much value is it going to bring into your life right now? All right, the cars that you own, if you give it to somebody else other than yourself, can you create wealth from it? Like I said, this is the conversation I didn't have with a lot of people that we raised business credit for, because we assumed they had a good business. But when they got the money, they didn't know what to do with the money, and they started flexing. All right, they're in a place right now that they're back to the same place. And I remember somebody saying, if you give out all the monies in the world and you split it amongst everybody equally, in a couple of years, 2 to 3 years, at most 5 years, all those monies will go back to the same people they got them from. So making money, unlocking next level wealth is a mind thing. It's a mind thing. Wealthy people always create wealth because they understand the power of value and they understand the power of wealth creation, which is creating value for somebody else other than yourself. There are many, many valuable things that you're doing for yourself, but you're not generating wealth. For you to generate wealth, it has to be for somebody else other than yourself. So, what is the fastest way to unlock next level wealth? What is the fastest way? If anybody can put it in the chats, I'll be more than glad. We know it's grinding less, but I can show you numbers. I can show you proof so you can start thinking like that. You don't need to do more work to create next level wealth. You don't need to. Okay? And the world that we're living today is one of the best times to be alive. If you know how to unlock next level wealth, I'm talking 10x. All right, show me right now. It don't matter what level you're at. Believe it, guys, or not. One of the ways to 10x and not work harder, I'm about to drop it right now. And this is proven, I'm going to share numbers with you, is making money from what you know and not what you do. Making money from your expertise and your experience and not what you do. Up until now, maybe you're making money from what you do. Probably you haven't earned income because you're clocking in, you're doing all of that. Let's run numbers on a low scale. Let's say I run 5 Airbnbs and I've mastered the arts You asked my question. Blub07, I asked a question, I didn't get the answer, so I said the answer. The answer is to sell your expertise and your experience. It's the easiest way to make money right now. Let's talk about this. Let's say you run Airbnbs, okay? You probably make nothing too crazy, probably $3,000, $4,000 from your Airbnb. $3,000, I'm trying to open a club in Africa. It's costing me $60,000, so I'm trying to take a loan because I know that in 34 months I'll make that money back. I would say sell first before you put anything on ground. Africa is the jungle, bro. Yes, you can make a lot of money in Africa, but I need you to sell. You need to own the market first. Own the market first. When people see you participate, when you have a crowd, you can put whatever investment you want to put down. A lot of times we do it the reverse way, which is we put in so much money and we try to make it work. That's a hard thing to do. Always own your market and sell to your market. I'd say find somebody who owns a club, partner with the person, make them way more successful, understand the game, understand the partners in the game, understand the rules of the game. Then you can decide to go take a loan to set yours up. You know you can get to the money whenever you can. And if you can't get to the money, talk to me and Bernie. We'll show you how to get to the money. Now, I'm sorry, this said you take 3 months to make that money back. But it's true, though, because somebody didn't know. Listen, there's so many moving parts to running a business. And anywhere, man, there's so many parts to it. So I'll say put yourself in the deep blue sea. Swim the waters, man. Form the relationship. Have your crowd. Let people know what your message is about. Let people know what you're about. Make it successful. Flip the game. Be innovative, Once you can innovate and make money and own the crowd, then it's easy for you to do whatever you want to do. Sean Joseph, brother, how you doing? So it's easy, but I don't want you guys to go get a loan. Like I told you guys, I used to teach business credit. I still can teach business credit. I still want to teach people business credit, but I'm pulling back. No, I'm saying no. I'm not doing that no more. You got to know how to flip money. Before you take the bank's money, you take other people's money. Because guess what? Once you take that money, you start paying interest. It might be 0% for a whole year, but you're still going to hit you. Before you know it, it's a whole year. It was just January yesterday, bro. Today is November already, and before you blink an eye, it's December. Is done. All right? Once you start owning the banks or you start owning other people, your integrity is on the line. So I'll say whatever market you want to get into, it's important, guys, to please go work in that market first. Get your numbers, understand the game. Running with somebody that's already running is probably struggling. Like I said, bring a value to the marketplace. Save them time, save them energy, make them money. Learn the game. Learn the game for real, cats. Cats, you're a big sister, man. Yes, it was just January yesterday. Okay, so it's important that you, Collie, please, I beg you, Fatima. Please don't just take money and go run a club in Africa. If you got partners out there, if you're already doing something, it's dead of December. I don't know where in Africa, but it's dead of December in Lagos and Ghana. And we'll be out there. I'll be there for a couple of weeks, then come back. But I just want you guys to know it's important, guys. Please get into the market, get your hands dirty if you have to, before you take a loan to go invest anywhere that's not your comfort zone, okay? Every market is different. So back to what I was saying. It's important. Now I got a partner out there. Everything's set up already. I already started the project. Awesome. Then the next phase is probably, putting some money in there and expand it. As long as you know the numbers look right, why not? Do what you got to do. You just got to take risks. Just do it, man. Just do it. If you get into trouble, let's talk. There's always a reset button. We can always reset. You get yourself a mentor, puts you on the next level, and you can definitely swing back from the deep. But don't try to do it alone. So now, how do we make money? Somebody like Kat, for example. Kat might have, Kat does, just so you guys know, Kat, she does rental cars. And she does rental cars. Now, let's say she's in the rental car game. Naturally, Kat, I'm sorry, if you want to jump on the live with me, you can jump on the live with me. A lot of people think about, hey, the next level for me is I got to get more cars. I got to get more cars. But guess what? More inventory, car rentals, exactly. If you want to jump on the live, I'll let you jump on the live with me right now so we can kind of vibe. And, I can ask you questions and we can share. But I can show you how to get to the next level money right now. Nothing is easy, but I'll show you the simple step because I don't like to say anything easy. You still got to put in the work, but you don't got to grind as much as you're grinding right now. So let's say she's in the rental game. She's been in the rental game for years now. She's killing it. Naturally, to expand, you want to have a new branch. You want to open up in a new state. You want to get more inventory. You probably want to get more business credits. You just want to expand your fleet, expand. But guess what? There's more work. There's more demand on your time, on your energy, on supervising, renting out more cars, which is just killing employees. Now you got to find all of this, just for you to make more. When you're doing it, that's what your mind is asking you to do right now, is to 2x. When you run the number, you realize that if you're making 200,000, you're just trying to make 300,000 or 400,000. And the last time I checked, that's 2x. Like I said, 10x is way easier than 2x. So we need to slow down on this grind. If you have a proof of concept, you already know how to make money. Let's say, Kat, you make $1,500 on a car, and you got 10. That's $15,000. You know how to do that. You know how to get business insurance, fleet insurance, and the rest of that. You already know the play. All you got to do what she's already doing, just so you know. And I'm talking about the car rental queen. I call her Kat, but she changed her name to the car rental queen. That's not the name I used to know back in the day, but she's the queen right now. She runs the show. So you guys might want to reach out if you want to get into the car rental space. It's all about networking, guys. So basically what you could do is, yes, I make $15,000. It doesn't sound like a lot of money to run a business. I get it. So why would I need to get 10 more cars to make $30,000? It's just, I can't imagine doing that. So I want to get to the next level. I make $15,000. $15,000 puts me somewhere around $180,000 a year in revenue. I'm talking revenue right now. But I want to get to a place where I'm making $500,000, where I'm making $800,000, where I'm making $1 million off of the same thing, and I don't want to do more. How do I do that? By thinking about people and not having what I call proximity bias. I need you to look at your lives right now and ask yourself, what are you saying? What is proximity bias? Proximity bias is you were at the bottom at your valley point a couple of years ago, 3-5 years ago. And all you wanted to do was climb up this hill on this new thing that you're great at right now, be it car rentals. 5 years ago, you probably knew nothing. It was just a dream. Yesterday was just a dream, and you're here now. You've climbed all this way. You've learned everything that you want to learn about the play. Now you know the play. You know how to flip the game. You know how to make money. You're here right now at the top of your hill. But while you're at the top of your hill, guess what's happening? The floor is pretty close to your feet, and you can't see how far you've come no longer. All you can do is you can see the hilltops and mountains of other people you want to be like. So you're struggling and saying, I need to grind more so I can be there. But guess what? You forgot you left people. And you forgot there are people who are just joining the trend that would like to be exactly where you are right now. Those people run into tens, run into hundreds, and run into thousands. If you go out right now and made an offer and say, I make $15,000 a month, that puts me at 180, and I can show you how to make $100,000 from rental cars. I don't need more fleets. I got the proof. I got the receipts. I got the play. I know the game. You can put that into a structure and tell people, I'm going to support you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to help you win. So you can go from making $30,000 a month to making $70,000 to making $100,000. I'm going to show you how to get to the money. I'm going to show you how to work in your credit. I'm going to show you the whole play, the whole enchilada. But when you think about this, you cannot have a couple of things at the back of your mind. You can't be negative. You can't start thinking, Oh, what if they take what I do and it's all saturated and they go and they outgrow me? Okay, that is bound to happen. Duh. But you see, the truth about it is you become the source. You get elevated in life. People look at you as without you, they will never be here. That's the new level of wealth that you want to create. And let's talk about the numbers. I make $15,000. Do you honestly think I can charge anybody between $500 to $1,000 to show them how to make $100,000 in a year? I honestly think I can. If I charge them $500 to show them the play and I truly support them, or probably I charge them $100 a month, which is $97 in the community or something, and I just show them the play. By the time the person spent $1,000 with me or $500 with me, if I can get at least 100 people in it, I just made $100,000 free cash and I didn't buy an extra inventory. I'm not making money from one vehicle. I have enough, and that's just the first layer of making money. Selling what you know, selling your experience, helping people. Just think about it, guys. It's free money. It's next level money. If you have 1,000 people that pay you $1,000 in a year at $100 a month, which puts you can give them 2 months for free. Think about it, guys. You just made $1 million. $1 million. And you didn't have to work harder. You just turn on the camera, spend times like this, help them out for real. If you say you're going to help people, you better help people. It's got to be about them and less about you. Think about it, guys. Just think about it. All right? So you definitely can make $1 million. A lot of people run Airbnbs, only have 5 Airbnbs that make them $3,000 a month to $15,000. That's the revenue they're generating, but the play, their experience, their expertise, and their ability to support people can make them $100,000 more. Free cash that you can put back in your business or choose to live the life that you want to live, or even employ more people so you can buy your time back. That is the way to make next level money. Okay? It's not adding more on your time belt. It's not getting more inventory. It's none of that. When you do that, you're trying to 2x. We're talking 10x. It's a numbers game. You just got to ask yourself, if I want to sell to 1,000 people, how many do I got to sell in a month? How many do I got to sell in a week? That's how you take it to a whole new level, guys. That's how you take it to a whole new level. All right? It's not as complicated as people think it is. Maybe you might be struggling and thinking, okay, but I don't know how to structure my program. That's where we help you. That's how we help you. That's where we come in. Okay? There are ways that you can attract the kind of people that you want to attract. We can show you how to definitely structure your program. And I'm not talking about selling courses here. I'm talking about helping people for real. Okay? So if you're an expert, if you're a skilled professional, if you're good at whatever, and you're thinking of a way to package what you already know, structure it, and get good at selling what you know, selling your expertise, definitely you want to send me a DM, because I just created a community. The community is totally free. Totally free, guys. No holds back. It's free for the first 14 days. All right? There's absolutely nothing in the community, but there's everything in the community already ready. I'm talking templates. I'm talking tools. I'm talking resources, all of that. But you know what? I'll only dish out what you need, because nobody wants to be overwhelmed in 2025 or 2026. Nobody wants to be overwhelmed. All right? I want to know exactly where you're at. First, I want to be sure that you're the person that I'm looking for. You got to be an expert at something. You got to be good at something. You got to look at your life, take stock of your life, and ask yourself, what have you gotten really good at? I have a question for you. Do you charge to get along? No, it's $47 a month in the community, but it's 14 days for free. But I can only help you if you're ready to sell your expertise. So what does that mean? You got to be an expert at something. I don't care what it is. You got to be an expert at something. How much would you sell it for? I don't know. It all depends on what you're good at. It all depends on the value that you intend to bring into the marketplace. It all depends on your expert level. But there are people who want to learn, who have looked at you from the back. I would like to be like this person. They see you grinding every day. They know you know what you know. And they want to learn from you. But you don't have an offer that shows people how. And the first layer, like I said, you just need to start a community bring people in, and you start showing them the play. And those who need extra help, you got masterminds, you got courses, you got all of that. So take them to a whole new level. Get a loan. Do you charge how much? I don't help people to get a loan no more. I got to know that you can flip that money. Like I said, I used to. I still know the play. I still know how to. I can help you, but I really, really need to know. Oh, now remember, I have a hair braiding shop. Fatima, I think I know you right now. You weren't ready to pull the trigger back then. I remember now. Yeah, but like I said, that's not the reason why I do what I do right now. No, I need to be sure that your numbers are right. You know how to make money. So why are you trying to get a loan from the bank when I'm just showing you how to create money? You can create money from what you know right now. Fatima, you have a hair braiding shop. People want to learn how to braid, and you can charge $500 to $1,000 to show people how to braid in a 30-day period. Yes, you can. People want to learn how to braid. You had a braiding hair shop forever. If you put up a section where you can say, I can show you how to braid, and you truly package it into a repeatable structure so you don't burn yourself out, I'm promising you, you don't need to get no bank loan no more. You can literally go in right now and start generating the money that you're looking for right now off of selling what you know and not what you do no more. I'm not talking on your time. I'm talking about just the information, your expertise, and the experience that you have. Okay? So guys, put it on your timeline, 8 p.m. every day. Let's just keep talking. At 8 p.m., I'll try to talk to you guys. I could be out walking. I could be in the house sitting down. I could be doing anything. But if you guys don't want to join in, fine. Let's talk every day on Instagram. If you guys want to join in and you want to take it to a whole new level because you want to learn how to get to the money, I'm talking about next level wealth, please, send me a DM, comment, do something so that I know that you definitely want to learn. And once you send me a DM, you just got to send me the word community. That's all. Just send me the word community. That's all you got to do. Just comment the word or DM the word community, and I'll have you join my community. It's totally free. But you got to be an expert at something. It's not for everybody, okay? I will not let you in if you're not good at something. You got to tell me who you are, what you do, and what you're willing to teach people, and the biggest challenge you have, so you can definitely take advantage of the next step. But trust me, guys, the numbers just work. People are willing to pay you from $50 to $100 to $500 to $1,000 to learn how to do it. Okay, Nikki, I see you. And you texted me the word, I can see the comment community. You will get a link. Okay, you go in there. Please, you have to tell me who you are because I don't want to attract just anybody. And when you get in, the first thing that you do is to tell me who you are, exactly what you want to know. And I promise you, I will drop a video every day solving your specific problem because I want to meet you exactly where you are. If we don't run the numbers, if it doesn't make sense, that's what we got to do in the first 14 days because I don't want to take a dime from you if I can't help you. I believe the true way to help you is to help you first. Okay, so let me show you how to get to the money. Let's talk about the money. Let's have a strategy that makes sense that we can get to the next level. But I'm not in the business of trying to take money from you if I can't show you how to make money. We're not doing that. And if I got to show you how to make money, it's just for less than $2 a day. For $47, you can remain in the community, and that's what you're going to pay. I'll give you resources. I'll give you templates. We'll talk through, all your overwhelm. I'll give you the next action that you got to take. I'll show you how to create an offer. I'll show you how to price your offer. I'll give you all the things that you need to succeed. There's somebody out there that is praying and hoping that they come in contact with you. But we got to get the mind right. We got to get the mind right. You got to go on for the right reason. You truly got to help people if you say you got to help people. There's no time for hanky-panky game. No time for games, man. So if you know you're serious and you're not just curious and you want to take it to the next level, do you want me to tap in? You want to tap in on the live right now, Miss Cat? Do you want to tap in on the live right now? Or you want to tap in the community? What you want to do? I got you. I got you. Let's talk. I got you. Just let me know, Cat, what you want. I'm at the hospital with my dad, but can join in a few minutes. Hey. Let's see. I'm trying to bring you in, man. It's not letting me bring you in. Go live with Cat. What's up with your dad? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, let's go, man. Let's go. I don't want to go past an hour, so he can take this few. Ah, what's up? What's up?
Hey,
What's
how's
up?
it going?
Hey, wonderful. All is nice catching up with you and chatting with you.
Yes,
How are
yes.
you?
I'm doing great. I hear you spitting all this game on here. I'm like, okay, let me tap in
Hey,
so I can learn. You know, I'm always loving to be in the room.
hey, we're about to go crazy. I promise you. It's part of what I'm doing right now is just going live every day and just giving all the jam, man. Information is free right now. It's
Hmm.
2025. There's no point holding nothing back, you know? We've
Nice.
been down the weeds. We've done it differently. We've won all the time. So it's time to share the gems, you know?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, no, I agree with you. It's so funny you say that because I was thinking like I need to go live for like 100 days. I hear that's how long it takes for the habit to kick in and just become a thing, you know?
can I say it a different way?
Yeah, sure.
Just go live forever. Make it a lifestyle. It's like fitness. It's not a 100-day game. It's not a 50-day game. It's not a 2-day game. Just go live. When you can, you can. When you can't, you tell people, I'm sorry, I'm traveling, I'm doing something. But just make it a thing, man. Love people for real and just go out there and just share. You know, one thing about going live, people think you got to talk about something different all the time. But the truth about it is, marketing is boring, man.
Mm,
You got over again. And new people joining every day. There are people listening to you and learning new gems. But you're always gonna sound different because new people will definitely hop in and share stuff with you. Like when I started conversations, I didn't know you were gonna jump in, but you're here right now. We can talk
right.
about anything and everything. But you just gotta come with an open heart and just answer questions and just let people chat with you and just have fun, man. I'll say go live every day.
That's true. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Yeah, you just go live every day. And let me tell you something. Things is oversaturated, but once you change two metrics in your head, it just works out. The first metric is there's still less than 0.1% of people who go live every day. And you want to be part of 0.1%. So you're going to win regardless because a lot of people are not going to do it. 99% of people are just going to watch. But
Yeah.
you're curating content on the fly. You don't got to have all your people, whatever. You can build know, like, and trust way faster because people know you know what you're talking about because you're talking from your experience.
Yep.
All right. There's than that. Okay, so it takes away all of that. Oh, can he help me? Can he help you? Or if I can't help you, ask me questions. I got you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing you got to change that metric. The second thing you got to change is if you did a mastermind or did anything, and there are 10 people in the room, that's all you need to make an impact. So who
Mhm.
cares if there are 900 people or 7,000 people or nobody in here? I'm still gonna drop jams and just talk to myself. We're finna go crazy.
Yep. Yep. It's so funny you say that because so my first webinar I kicked off, I think it was the week before last, and we had 84 in total registrants, right? And
Yeah,
70 of them actually showed up. So it was like maybe 9 people that were missing. A couple people signed up after the webinar, so that doesn't really count in my eyes. But
yeah.
those same people were registered for the following week, but the numbers were different now, right? So you're talking to to one to many opposed to opposed
One
to
on
like a
one.
one-on-one.
Never do one on one.
Yeah, exactly. So, but now I'm
Never.
gonna just do that as a weekly thing, so that way those who do want to learn, because I've been in the business for 4 years now, more than 4 years actually. As I think about it, we're in November. It feels like January was just yesterday.
Hey,
But
let's do a challenge right now.
mm,
Sell right now. Sell right now.
so right now,
Right now.
okay, so
Right now. Let's go.
like I am putting me on the spot like
No,
that.
you gotta
But let me
sell.
tell
You
you
gotta
something though.
sell.
This is the thing, right? So it's not that I want to sell. I want to attract people who actually want to win. I want people who are going to want to change their life. Why? Because I've been able to do it for myself with the car rentals. I've been able to teach it to my brother. He's making 6 figures. My son is making 6 figures. I don't know if you saw that, I just received the Legacy Award for being
Yeah,
able to
I
impact.
saw it. I
Yeah,
saw
for
it.
being able to impact and
I
being
saw it.
able to bring in over $320,000 in 12 months. So if I never invested in myself, do you understand what I'm saying? And get in the
Yes.
room to get in the information, I would have never been able
Never.
to bring in multiple 6 figures, let alone 6 figures. You know what I mean? So when you say to sell, it's not that I want to sell. I want to change lives. I want the impact to be something that those people want for themselves. You know what I mean? So what I teach people to assess their situation. If you don't like it, that's okay. You can change it. You know what I mean? But you have to believe in yourself enough to be able to do it. So now, what you do once you know you have your belief, you know you can do the work, you know that you're deserving of the work, because that's another big piece of belief. People always feel like, oh, yeah, I can do the work. But do you believe you're worthy and deserving of the outcome that you're working so hard for? If you don't, you will stay stuck in a cycle. Yes, like you already know, right? So the last thing though is to go ahead and create the plan and execute. And that's where I come in, because I've done this already, because I'm coming back from where people are trying to get to. I'm
It's
able
not
to
the fact that
teach
you've
them.
done it because you're doing this already.
I am doing it. I'm doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I can help people create the plan and execute, and that's exactly what I do. So if people want to tap in, they can come to my free webinar, see what I teach, see what I'm all about. They can go ahead and DM me. This is not my live, so they can't comment. But if they DM me
Hey,
the number five, don't type it out. Just the number five or the word legacy, because that's what I'm helping people do, to build their legacy, whether it be for themselves, whether it be for their grandchildren, whether it be for their parents, right? Some people just want to retire their parents. They don't have kids like I have kids and who I'm doing it for, right? But as a single mom, to be able to do what I've done, it's amazing. And I want other people to feel exactly how that feels. So that's
everybody give it up for Miss Cat. Now that's how you sell. Sell but not sell. All
mm-hmm.
right, you got to show people the value. It's all about value that you bring to the marketplace. And it's so beautiful because I know your journey. I know your journey, and I'm happy to be part of the people who helped you build that journey.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
knew you from, can I do this, to, listen, I just spent this amount of money. I'm scared. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
So it's beautiful to know that you're in a place in your life years later that you can go back, you know what I'm saying, and impact people, because that's how you got here. You didn't
yeah.
get here by mistake.
No,
So there's no such thing like self-made. Shut up. Somebody taught you what you know. I
exactly.
don't care. I don't know if you paid for it or you got it for free, but you got mentored, or taught by somebody, and that's really, really important. But most importantly, I like the fact that we're out here. We're trying to give information for free. You guys definitely learned something that we're trying to preach. It's not always about the money. We're selling all the time. Me showing up, like, this is selling,
Yep.
but it's not about the money. It's about, hey, how can I help you? How can I not get to your wallet first? How can I give you results? How can I help you structure? So I'll
Yeah.
say, hey, tap in, anybody, tap in with her, tap in with me. You want to learn how to get to the next level? She can show you how to. If you want to get in the rental game, I can tell you Miss Cap is vetted. I call her Miss Cap, just so y'all know. Yeah, all right. Well, Cap is really vetted, just so you know. She is definitely one of our mentees years back, but she's a pro right now. I'm talking
Still
years
a
back.
mentee. I'm still a mentee. I'm still learning from you every single
Hey,
day.
hey, like I say, every coach has a coach. I'm just in a phase right now where I want to coach coaches, and I don't call them coaches because not a lot of them are coaches, but a lot of people are experts. They're already great at what they do. They already have skill. They're skilled professionals, and they're thinking, I just want to make more money without, working myself and out and burning out. And the only way to do that is just spend time and show people how. But
Yeah.
you got to put it in a structured manner so you don't burn yourself out trying to do this, because you can really burn yourself out if you do it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And this is not 2020 where people were selling courses. This is not a time to start selling courses and courses and courses and courses. This time to help people for real. So we're talking supports, we're talking resources, we're talking saving them time, we're talking templates, we're talking go-tos, click this, do this, and you will get this results. And that's really what it is for me more than anything. And I tell you, I know that you share the same belief. I know that you share the same, principles. And it's time for us to just kind of help people get to the next level.
Yeah.
2025 has come, it's gone, as far as I'm concerned, or it's going. But
Mhm.
2026, we're talking 10x for real.
Yeah, definitely need to. Definitely need to. And it's funny that you say that too, even with like, the course, people are just selling a course, just selling a course. But even with the course that I have right now, it's not necessarily for the course. The course gives them the blueprint, yes. But the value that I see is like I have a toolbox right in there. So that literally has all of my templates, all of my actual resources, my book of business. So that way, when they come in the door, they're able to go off and take, and start running, opposed to trying to figure things out on their own. Because, sometimes you get a coach or a mentor and you don't get all the stars. You get handheld.
For real.
No, you don't get
For real.
handheld,
For real.
but people want to be handheld, not understanding that that's a crutch for them, you understand? But if you're given the tools and you're given the resource and you're an executor, right? So information on us, execution on them, then yes, they're going to succeed without a doubt, right? Because it's a proofing concept that others are already doing, thousands are already doing. The same way that you're able to help people with, the business credit or the business structure, or, understanding how to go ahead and flip their money once they have the bag, right? But without somebody who has the experience or who has the knowledge or who has the templates, the blueprint, it's very difficult. People, when you say self-made,
You,
there's
you,
nobody that's self-made
you're
or
gonna
that's
make a lot of
making
mistakes. A
by
lot of
themselves. Of
mistakes.
course. Yep. Yep. So yeah. So I salute you. I appreciate you for you even pulling me in. But I'm here with my father. He's in the hospital, so I'm just visiting to make sure that he's all good. And I wanted to hop on and just say thank you very much, even for what you've taught me. Because I've been able to implement that information, and I know hundreds of other people who have also implemented the same information and have gotten amazing results. So yeah,
I'm, I,
definitely.
I'm humbled,
Hmm.
but we're about to take it to the next level. So
I'm
I'll
sure.
give you a next challenge because I'll give you challenges. Okay,
Okay.
just know I'm gonna be here at 8 p.m. I don't know if I'm gonna be here every day, but I want to be here every day as long as I can. Okay, so it's not a 30-day game for me. It's not a 10-day game. If you get bored, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna go hard. We're gonna show these people how to get to the bag
Okay.
because somebody got to know.
Okay, no,
Okay,
everybody got to know. That's the thing. I
everybody
feel like
got to know.
everybody has to know. Like
Yeah,
whether they use the information or not, that's on them. But
they
the
really.
if they have the information, that's what I'm happy about. I tell everybody that all the time. My mission is to make sure that I'm closing information and therefore opportunity gaps for others to be able to live the life that they so choose to live. But we have to do it. We have to be the believers. We have to be the doers. So yeah, you're doing
Yep.
an amazing thing. Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate you. I'm sorry about your dad, but he's gonna get well.
Yes.
I wish him a great and quick recovery.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. Thank you, Ike.
All right, my dear. Have a wonderful night.
You
So
too.
that's it, guys. I just want to say thank you for spending today with me. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about something else. Drop it back if you guys want to kind of go deeper. But on this live, we're just gonna keep talking and keep vibing. But like I said, if you know that you definitely want to unlock your next level wealth because you're ready to show people, all right, and you're ready to teach people all that you know. You want to make money from what you know and not what you do, because we're not about to do more. We're not trying to get more inventory. We're not trying to get more of all of that. I mean, if you want that, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not trying to get more business credit. We're not trying to do all of that. We're trying to get money by creating offers, okay, that help people get to the next level. People need support. People need resources. People need templates. People, you need to make life easier for people. People don't want to make the same mistakes that you made. You can definitely save them a lot of time and take them to the next level. What took you 5 years can take them 5 months, okay? You want to hold them by the hands. That's what it is. Just comment the word community and I'll give you a link. I'll send you a link and you can go in and join in. Like I said, all you got to do is introduce, tell me exactly what you do, how you want to help people, where you're at right now, the biggest challenges that you have, and we'll take it from there. And I'm just going to give you what you need, the next step that you need to take, and that's what it's going to be. Love you guys. I'll see you the same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Is your boy Ike the Plug. See ya.